reason now. Listen. The Bible says that the 24 elders, they're in heaven. They're in heaven. The Bible shows us that even them they are still seeking to know Him. Seeking to know Him. God has just healed your back. I know God. God has just given you a house and a shop there. Which means that whenever God lets you go, the more you seek Him to continue to understand His goodness, the goodness that you just see is not the one you stop seeing. There is there is that goodness that exceeds expectations. There is that goodness that exceeds expectations of the children. We want to stop on the little goodness that we have seen. That's why Paul says that I may know Him. That I may know Him. Some of you were not yet. People who were in Kamole. I'm just making a continuation of what I preached in Kamole. But listen, men and women on this earth,
we became complacent.
That is the translation of
okay,
we became complacent.
Okay.
That is the translation of the word. We became complacent. How many of you God has done something in your life? You sit and say, this is not where I was. I wasn't here. How many of you are seeing? Now listen to me. When you look and see that I wasn't at this level, when you just decide to go into the depth to know Him, just imagine the goodness that goes far beyond. Father waiting for you. Some of you are satisfied of what you have just said. I often tell people that
I don't have a limit in my mind of what God is about to do.
Inze seko makokwecho bukulowooza kwecho Katonda kyayinza sirina komo okulowooza ekyo Katonda kyayinza kola.
Sirina komo.
I don't have a limit. I don't have a limit. It means that whenever you see me, expect that there is another level that goes beyond what you see. When one morning I become the president of Uganda, expect that I can even become a pope. What am I trying to show you? The level you are at shows, it looks as if God has taken you from far. But if you decide to go to and to know Him even further, there is something greater than that level. It means that what is stopping you from getting out of that level is that you have refused to know Him more than that level. You have refused to know Him more. When you read your Bible, Matthew 16. Matayo 16. Matayo 16. Awo Yesu bwe yajja ku njuyi z'e Kayisaliya ekya Filipo, ne bamugamba nti abalala bamuyita Yokaana Omubatiza. 15. Ne bamugamba nti n'abagamba nti naye mmwe mumpita
kati mpuliriza bulungi.
Now listen to me.
Yesu yali alina
Jesus
abayigirizwa.
was with the disciples.
Bano abayigirizwa
These
be
disciples,
baali bamanyi ku Yesu akatonotono.
they are people who knew something about
Tuli
Jesus.
ffenna Bayibuli etulaga
The Bible shows
abakuza
us.
abantu bampiita
He's
bati
asking,
ne bamugulira
he asked
yamuyita
him, what do people call
n'amala
you?
n'abagamba
And then he asked them,
mwe mbadde nfuusiza emigaati
you to whom I've been making bread,
mwe mbadde nfuusiza emigaati
to you in whom I've been turning,
mwe mbadde nkola ebyamagero nga mulaba nga
to
nkola
you I've been
ebyamagero
witnessing my
mwe
miracles,
mbadde mbuulira enjiri nga mulaba ngibuulira
to you I've been preaching,
mwe mbadde ntambula n'enkola
to you with whom I've been
nga
moving and doing
mwe
exploits.
mumupitaani.
Who do you call me?
Yesu yali agezaako bagamba
What Jesus was trying to say is,
mulina eddala lye muwadde mumanyi
there is a level that I think that you know about me.
naye musobola okugalula emikono gyammwe
But
n'okutegeera
can
kwammwe
you
ne muntegera
open yours
okufulumaawo
and understand me more than that? Can you stretch and understand me more than that?
gokkirira
When you continue reading,
musula ey'okuminamulala ne bamubuuza ne bamugamba
in the 18th verse,
omuyigirizwa ne bamugamba
they
omuyigirizwa
told him that, teacher,
tuyigiriza okusaba.
teach us how to pray.
Ategedde bulungi si ti lwakubanga baali tebamanyi
Not
kusaba
because they never knew how to
naye baali
pray,
basaba
but they used to
ensaba
pray.
gye basaba
And the way they used to pray,
tereeta bintu byebaagala
wouldn't bring things they wanted to see.
They used to pray amiss.
Basalanga esala and they couldn't get what they needed. And they understood that the way we pray, if you want us to pray and do miracles, we need to understand and understand how we pray. The prayer that makes miracles, the prayer that brings big things, that is how we need to pray. But you cannot learn that prayer before you understand, before you learn Him. Because He is the name you have to go through as you pray. It means that whatever you pray, but before you pray, you must learn the one you are praying. As you have a child at home, I have a daughter at home. When she's stubborn, sometimes she knows how to come to me when she has something, she needs something. I told her I want to pay for you swimming again.
So
one day she came. I was reading the Bible and she came and sat down. And said, Dad, should I talk with you? I told her, what do you want to tell me? Said, I want to tell you something. I asked him, what is it? Are you serious?
Sweet talking,
I told her, speak. She doesn't come to the point. She's trying to make sure that she gets a right point. And when I saw that she was extending, now all she had all my mind and I closed my Bible. And I told her this story. And then you see that you're angry for nothing. You're angry for nothing. Because you see, the one you see here, I'm a good girl and I do good things. She was showing that she doesn't deserve the punishment. By the end of it, by the end of the conversation, I had to bring up. But she first understood. If I need something from my father, I have to find him somewhere. Before me when he's in the Bible. If he's in the Bible, he timed me.
So, it takes
For time to first understand me because she stays with me. She knows that if I'm in reading the Bible, all my mind is in the Bible. And when I'm reading the Bible, now you don't know that, but for her she knows because she first understood me. By the time she brought her reason, even though I had said no, I had to go to her decision because she first knew me. What do you know about God? Many born again, they know one thing: praying, fasting, tithe, and most born agains are there. You can sit with the born again and ask them. I'm frustrated. I find it hard to pray. I want to tell you this. I told her that even though I'm hungry or I'm happy, everything can fail, but not prayer. Nothing can stop me from praying. Do you know why? Because there is something I knew about God. This prayer, you can use it as a means of transport that brings burdens to people. It means that if I'm angry and I don't pray, I'm going to remain with my burdens. But if I'm angry and I know that this is a means of transport to get my burdens, it means that even though I'm angry, I'm going to put my burdens to prayer, on the throne of prayer, and bring it up to when I make the office of prayer. Because I understood that I can come when I'm tired with the burdens, even though the burdens are hard. When I start praying, I know I need a person to look at because I know that he helps carry our burdens. I don't know if you understand. That comes from first understanding Him, knowing Him. The Bible teaches in Romans 8:28 that for us we know that everything that He says us, that we who believe Christ, we know that everything works for the good of those who love Christ. It means that if we know, there are people who don't know. Now it means that if whenever I find someone who knows, who is in the same level with the one who doesn't know, it means that even the one who knows says that if they knew, they wouldn't be that level with the one who knows. This is what hurts me more. It's to be in our family when we see when people are not born again, and they say, how will you say? These are you also don't know. When you start your mother saying that your business and they say, this season is for fasting, there is no money. And for you who expect to do nothing, it is true. Whenever the fasting period comes, it means that even you say you know you don't know, because words that come from you show us whether you know or no. He says that when they say we don't know what to do, you who knows what to do, you will tell them. We were with Judge and Nalo. I don't remember when we are going to Kamali. My friend told me, poverty is rampant.
We are the money.
I told him, first thing,
obugagga butuli bubi obategedde bulungi mukijjukira nga twali fenna otegedde bulungi wali mukwano nga tuba tugenda kamulimumanyi rasita yajja natulwakujja wantudirasitawa kulwokutano banange aponso obwavu bungi nemugamba obugagga obategedde bulungi kulwaki
I may not have money now, but I know. The more you know this God, what Paul says that to continue knowing Him, He expects something from you, that even though other people are speaking, you are speaking, you are speaking like them. That's what makes you different. You complaining about the government. This government is taking very crazy. My government is good with is well with me.
So Paul
says knowing Him. Not that he never knew Him, but he wanted to go further to know Him more than he knew Him. The time you decide and say, there are some things I'm not sure that they are not part of my life. That will show God that you know God, people that you know God more than them. Let me give an example. Every man and woman here who say that they know something about God, you don't know God by mere words. I've seen born again that they open the Bible and they know everything there. They know the Bible to the depth, to the depths. There is one brethren who came for counseling. I used to sit there. He came to me during counseling session, and every scripture he brought, he could tell me the book, the chapter, and the verse. But he said, it would be me coming to you. Why did you come to me? But you know why? He knows Him in word, but he did not know Him as God. When you understand Him as God, there are something that starts happening into your life that does not happen to others. You stand before people. And you tell them when others are dying, me I won't. And they say that man shows up. And say that as others are dying, I'm dying. And say that one is marijuana. I said no. I said call it whatever you say. I say as others are dying, me, I'm not going to die. That is what shows that you know God. As others are fleeing, you also get ready to flee. You saw those born agains. These things are not saying it is of knowing Him more than others. I'm telling you, it is not once or twice when I speak to my mom. She sends me messages that I don't know what we are going to do. I tell him I know. It's not because I know, but if I'm the apostle and the one who is not an apostle does not know what to do. Now who makes me who knows God? If I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. I always often tell people, that everything is well because I know Him. The more you know him, the problem is one. People want to know him because of what we want. I want to travel. You don't say. Even if a mosquito bites you, wake up and start praying. I'm not talking about that understanding. Because the moment you go abroad, it means you're going to stop praying. But I'm speaking to men and women who say that even if I have billions of money, I still need to know him. That even when God does abuse for me and does me good, I still need to know him. I want to tell you this. That is one of the reasons God has not transformed his life. Because he knows that if you leave that level, you're going to start knowing other things. There are some people who don't have phones. But they never had phones, but the day they got a smartphone, every day they are trying to find out how does TikTok work. Even when you give them a Bible, they read for us the Bible like this. Read for us the scripture. They open it upside down. Why? They no longer know it. All they know is how does TikTok operate. They want to understand how does YouTube, how do we do a YouTube video. You're knowing God is your destiny to go further. Tell your neighbor that my knowledge of God is my destiny to go further. It makes my destiny go further. Makes my destiny go further. Now touch your chest and say God. Say God. Say God. God, Lord. I want to know more. I want to know more than I need. Listen to me. This is just a song. But there is knowing him that goes far beyond the soul. There are some people I've seen in churches that God knows him through soul. They know God through soul. And then they will just sing that you're going to Canaan. But when they put down the microphone, they go to the bus. When they go out, you say, I don't know what to do. I thought we already in Canada. People in Canada, they don't seek for what to do, but they already have. Do you understand us? That it is easy to sing, but truthfully, it is the mouth singing. Because you don't know what you're singing. But there are men who are going to sing that you are going to sing yourself in Canaan. It doesn't come from knowing the song. It comes from knowing God. It comes from knowing God. Because when you come to know Him, you understand that as I'm singing, I'm not just singing the song. Not because you just sing, The Jehoshaphat, when they fought with their enemies, I think faith. He told them it comes from knowing Him. It comes from knowing Him. Listen to me carefully. The people who know God, there are some people who say that when they come to problem, they shiver. What are we going to do? There are some of us who but because you know that even in the fire, even in the allow you to go alone. Because you know the situation I'm going through, even though you look touch your head, say, I need to know Him. I need to know Him. I need to know Him. How many of you were together? I want to conclude. Most often, your knowledge of God, that is the power that will your knowledge of God, that is the power that gets you out of where you are. Let me ask you a question. How many of you knew that there are some people who do what you do, that even when they try, they don't reach your level? Did you know that those people exist? I want to ask you a question. What makes you different from them? Now imagine if you decide to know Him beyond. Pardon me. There are some things I tell people. Not because we know money, but because I know Him. I often tell people that you cannot bewitch me. How can you start? That you have given Mama Fina my name. How can you begin? How do you start? I am smaller than Mama Fina. She's my older. But because I know something about God, the Bible teaches in the Acts of the Apostles, Acts 19:17, that when the children of Sceva went to chase him, the demons asked them, Jesus we know. Jesus we know. Don't say that we saw you with Jesus, we see you with Jesus. He said, Jesus we know. Paul we know. But who are you? It means that even the spiritual world, the devil fear what you know. They fear what you know. They fear what you know. Demons fear what you know. That sometimes what you know, you don't need to chase them. Because they know you know something, They flee before you. I'm telling you, when heaven is making, there are some prayers I don't pray. Why? Not because I don't want these things, but because there is some knowledge that is within me. For let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of prayer. Lord, kill my enemy. God, kill my enemy. If you want, let him kill him. If he doesn't want it, prevent you. Because I know. You can try, decide to have
okay. No kuma ku busimu bw'empulira yange. Ne obakale kale nga tonkomye ko ne simanyi nange. Don't bother to go down there. Like, it is not a big deal, James. Why? Because there is something about God. What I know about God that you can come to attack me in one way, but you cannot flee in seven ways. You can come to attack me in one way. You can come making a put him down in one way. But you flee in seven ways you don't know, because that's what I know. Yes, Lord. I thank God. He taught me these things when I was still on the national team. I used to be a boxer. I was the captain. Let me give you one example. One time we were in a camp. We are going to Qatar in the all-world competition. We qualified just 4 players. I was the national captain. That was my last fight on the national team. Okay.
It was around 2014 or 15.
So yeah, I did the nature. So who is a Burundi? President Museveni.
The president of
had
promised us money. We needed about 50 million to go to book the accommodation and everything, because he promised us money.
President Museveni,
the president of Uganda. The time was supposed to travel was in Netherlands. It was in Netherlands. We had spent 2 or 3 months in camp. One morning we were told, the president is out of the country. Go back home. You're not going for the world championship. We had spent 3 months preparing. Listen. I was told to tell my fellows to go home. We are given about 20,000 to go home. I told them, I'm your captain. I'm not just your captain here. That if I'm your captain, you're boxing. And in the spiritual world, I cannot be your captain, I'm not.
I say that if you are your captain, if I'm your captain, boxing captain, and I'm just a physical captain, or to give me a flag to go to abroad, and in the spiritual realm I cannot lead you, it means I'm not a captain. I was given the money, and I was told to give them transport. I told them I've been given the money, but I beseech you, do not live here, we are all staying here. I told them, give me 1 day, just 1 day. Listen to me. I put on my training clothes. I went running. I went to Fido where I used to pour from. The person from whom I went to pray. I went near the wall and I started praying the whole night. Museveni was in Netherlands. In their meetings, you know how leaders move. I was in the basement praying. Just listen to the statement. He's the one who handed me the flag. We went to the State House. We used to have dinner with him. This is what he said. He said he was in a meeting in the Netherlands and he heard a thought telling him that's got to be done. They are going to what do you know? That can change. So I knew that President came back to Uganda. Me after praying, I came running. It was around 6 or 7. I took a bath and slept. And they asked me, are we going to train? I told them I'm tired, but one thing I know. The president is coming tonight. I'm going to sleep in Kampala. It was coming to 10. You know Godfrey Nyakana? We called. I was sleeping and Museveni was calling the national team. They were given money and why did I tell you that story? Because I knew God that there is something I had to do to bring back the president from Netherlands. It doesn't come from knowing how to pray. It comes from knowing God. That it doesn't come from knowing how to pray. It comes from understanding that God has the kinds of people. If you know that, there is someone who can stand and say that I swear upon you that as you have done this to me, or no one will ever help you again. The one who has spoken in the power of man. But if you know God, it means that God you know can turn the thing he has said, and he comes and says that come and help me because you have what you say something about God. I don't know, but I want to tell you this. Make sure that you know God more than you know him.
You are at home with your wife, with your husband. She's starting to understand my language. Sometimes the nut is being fastened. I continue continuously utter what I utter. We were in Kamuri, and she called me and told me about my son. My son is coughing. I want to take him to the hospital. I told her, who's she? My children are not false. If it's my children, I told him, touch him. I told her, touch him. And touch him. And I commanded instant healing. By the time I reached home, the one who was flying it comes from knowing God. And said that God has known you. My children do not go. No, say no. They can go and they are calculating and they do whatever let the medics do it. But you, one thing you have to know that man do not fall sick. It doesn't come from praying. It comes from first understanding. What do you know about God? Things are hard. I ask you, what are the hard things? What is it? Instead of touching that, hold the face and ask what? It has to be difficult. But before we believe God, what is that? We are going to believe God. But you have to believe the one you understand. I believe that in my I know I'm not in a good situation, but because of the Lord,